Hello, my treasures. It's time for some explosions with CNE Death Knight, aka Climatic Necrotic Explosion, which is a card that I've been wanting to use since day one of Festival of Legends. The basic idea behind this deck is we are going to be using a Death Rattle early game package to survive late enough where we can use a bunch of our corpse spending tools in order to buff up Explosion as much as humanly possible. This card actually buffs up while it's in the deck, which makes it a lot better than I originally expected. And if we need an additional copy, we do have Queen Ajara and Audio Amplifier, so we can have 11 mana and get a 1 cost version of the spell out. Now for the Mulligan out of the deck, the first thing you're going to be looking for are early game minions, being things like Arms Dealer or Foul Egg. You're also going to be looking for early game removal tools such as Plague Strike, and finally some type of draw power through either Acolyte of Death or Chill Fallen Baron. Now, with that all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, time for a game against Mage. Let's see what they have in store for us. Acolyte and Hound is probably something that we want to get rid of. Let's just slam down the Arms Dealer. 40 cards, which makes me think it's just going to be pure control. They're actually coining something out. Okay. Oh, and this is an early enough game where we're using Bone Shredder instead of Corpse Bride. I ended up cutting out Corpse Bride eventually. Might as well, yeah, go there, then just go face. But Corpse Bride has like a higher maximum amount of corpses that it can spend, and also isn't instantly dead 90% of the games, which is why I ended up going over or with it instead of Bone Shredder. Like, the idea behind Bone Shredder was fine. It just didn't play out how I wanted it to be. Mage secrets are always annoying to deal with. We might actually... we don't have enough. Yeah, let's just test it with this. Explosive Rune. Joke's on you. We buffed it up to where it doesn't matter. Oh, and we're also using the Disposed Soul. I ended up, again, cutting that card out. I'm trying to remember what I cut it out for. I think I ended up cutting the souls out for Audio Amplifier, and no, it couldn't be, because I'm pretty sure this version is run. Oh, it was Plague Strike. There is a game where I'll be using Plague Strike instead of the Disposed Souls. It was just too high of a cost card to include it. It was funny, but it just ended up not being good 90% of the time. Okay, we're going to draw 2 additional things, spend 4 more corpses, and then just pass it back. It froze out our minion, and the funny thing is, if we get 2 additional corpses, the additional copy will be frozen for an additional turn, but I don't think we're going to. We're going to draw a card. Oh, Foul Egg. Foul Egg's actually incredibly funny here, because if somehow we got an additional corpse, we could get a lot of chickens out for free off of that horror. It would become a real horror show there for them. There's Fire Cell. They always generate the perfect card, but whenever I'm playing a deck like that, I never can get the perfect card out of any of the random generation. So we do have the Disposed Soul to think, or to try to get an additional copy. I don't know if it's going to be something that we really need. Honestly, though, we do have the choice between testing for that. Yeah, we probably should have put down the second egg, to be honest. There goes all our hard work on those chickens. I guess you can't count your chickens before they hatch. Alright, let's put down Nerubian Visor. Oh, Blood Tap's funny. Probably should have went for Corpse Explosion because it's even funnier. But we don't really have that many corpses. Okay, the problem we have in our hand right now is half of the cards that we would love additional copies of, we just don't have access to them in the deck. Holy shit, they're actually oh, what deck are you running that card for? I guess mirror matches? Mage, like, Mage is the only one that I can consistently... Oh, I guess Demon Hunter too. Let's pop that. Down another one of these. Fizzle is funny. I don't know how necessary it is, but it's still funny. Mana Storm, please. Please, please, please don't lock us out of this game. I mean, freeze us. Freeze our board a little bit, but that's fine. Okay, so, how greedy do we want to be? I think we're just going to try to get the combo online for next turn. Go for Ring. Please don't have 22 damage in hand. I know if they played that down, there is probably a high likelihood of them being able to. Whirlpool. Oh. Huh. Oh. Joke's on them, but nothing can stop our explosions. You could say we climax them at the end of this game. All right, time for a game against Rogue. Let's see what they have in store for us. Death Growl is not something I want to see in the opener. I am really curious if there is a better like early game package than what I am using right now. The idea behind this current one is you can get a lot of advantage off of using Mosh Pit, but it doesn't always work so well. We're probably just going to pass the turn back. They're playing some type of concoction rogue, which makes me think Miracle. I don't... Oh, or not. Secrets, I guess, also fits under a deck that would use concoctions. Let's just slam down one of the Mosh Pits. I know Mosh Pit is one of those cards that is like, why are we including it in the list? If we had something like the Butchers that have pseudo charge on them, then it would be a lot better. But we are very desperate for corpse spenders in the deck, and because of which, we're using Mosh Pit of all things. I mean, there's things in this deck that you can get a lot of advantage off of them with, like Hollowed Hound, that is currently in our hand, but they're going face. Let's put down a Baron. Hopefully they'll try to get rid of it. Oh, perfect, Plague Strike. That's a good removal tool. Of course, they get 2 random cards from a different class. That could be literally anything. Okay, look. We don't really need that right now. But always having this type of draw is technically nice. Might as well just go face with their hero power. Okay, Okay, multi-strike isn't the worst thing that they could have gotten there. If they were running Risa, I guess it could be bad, but that's still fine. Queen Ajara, okay. I'm assuming they're probably going to go for... Well, I mean, if they're Thief, then I could see them maybe going for the Tidestone, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be the Colossus minion, right? And we might as well get the Harmonic Mallet, because we can literally hit everything here, including our egg. And I was right. Out of all the Colossus minions they could have gotten, of course it's the one that has like the highest damage output. All right, please just let... Actually, I mean, if they kill the egg, we get it back. I think we Hollow Hound here. Yeah, we don't really have a better option. Get rid of... If we get rid of 2 of them and Queen Ajara, we heal for a lot and we are minimizing the amount of damage. And then we can just put it on there. I think this is probably the better play. I know they can bounce it back, which may or may not become a problem, but we're hoping it doesn't. I had hoped we would have actually got some advantage out of that, but and they're gonna shadow step that back to their hand. Okay, we have 5 corpses. How do we want to deal with this? We could actually just put down Corpse Bride next turn, or this turn. Getting Horror is kind of funny, but I kind of want to just put down Corpse Bride. It puts down a 4/4 and a 5/5. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can defrost for 1 card. Oh, that would have been better before, but you know, never lucky. What the hell deck are they playing? Like, some of these cards, I understand. Other cards, Menagerie, Thief. What are they playing? Tell me, please. Okay, we can coin out Ajara. I guess grabbing a Horn of the Ancients. See if we can grab anything cool. That's funny. I don't know how useful this is going to be, but it's still funny. Hopefully, we can get some use out of it, but you never know. Now, Krabatoa, they're getting a little bit crabby in here. And I really do wish we got some type of advantage off of that Glug, but he just glugged our way to feet, I guess. Okay, let's put down both Arm Stealers, the Horror, because there's something really funny here. They'll actually get double the buff off of that, and we probably should actually deal with that stupid crab. I don't want to deal with the crab, but we probably should deal with that crab. And there we go. Hey, 6 attack. Just what we needed to see. How many shadow steps are they going to have? I just want to permanently get rid of that Colossus minion. It would be so much fun if we could permanently deal with that. So, defrost for 2. Death Growl's... okay, Death Growl is a little bit sus here. Speaking of Death Growl, I don't think we want to draw too many cards, so we're not going to Death Growl a second time here. Get rid of one of those. I guess get rid of Astalor, draw a card, get Foul Egg. Oh, Foul Egg's actually really nice, since we have 2 additional mana. How do we want to deal with this? I think we're just going to go face. We also probably should put down a Foul Egg and then spread it a little bit. I'm hoping we get the one with the Death Rattle on it. Then we do. Perfect. I'm glad that that keeps working out for us. Clearing out our board gives us a bunch of corpses to spend next turn. And we should draw a few cards here, right? Oh, 2. Never mind. Actually, not a bad card to top deck. Only 10 damage, but not bad. Oh, that's even better. Can't deal with our board. We just keep hatching these eggs. I guess we used Harmonic Metal. Did not hit where I wanted it to hit. I was really hoping it would have hit the Hound. And then we're probably going to have to waste these 2. That does kind of suck, but we might as well buff this up again. Hopefully he'll stick around on the board long enough for us to actually get some advantage this time. Never mind, we're not going to get any advantage because they're just instantly going to have the perfect concoction to get... And the 4th bounce back of that, I forgot all about it, to be honest. Let's see what we grab here. Oh, Corpse Explosion. Oh, I have never been happier to see you. It spends all of our corpses. Just keep on going down. Down, down, down. Where we go? I guess we could put down one of these. What are the chances they have another concoction to get rid of this one, right? Okay. Now we have to play around a Mage Secret, which is always fun to do because it's always one of the ones that we really need to put down. Oh, audio amplifier. Okay. We really shouldn't have done what we just did. We really should have tested it with the Acolyte, to be honest. Also, probably should have put down the other Acolyte. Okay, we can use Plague Strike. Okay, that didn't work, so we're just going to slam this down. Might as well get rid of that. At least we knew it was Counterspell. Okay, so we don't get double cast on... actually, never mind. We may get a double cast on Explosion here. If we draw into Fizzles, please don't be in our Counterspell. Damage to that. I'm actually fine with them doing it like that. I mean, I'll take a Fizzle. Fizzle... Perfect. Objection, at this point, I literally could care less about objection. We shouldn't put this down. Probably should Ghoul Charge. We're giving them some type of death rattle. I don't know exactly what we're giving them, but we're giving them something. And we do have 12 damage on Explosion. I know 12 isn't really that big of a deal, but 12 heal when we're at 12 is actually pretty nice. I don't mind giving them... Okay, so we need to do 1 additional damage, essentially. Somehow. Corpse Bride would be so good, but we're just going to do it like this. They're rogues, so I very much doubt they have an answer to 4, 15, and 7 of them. Oh, hello? Random generator? What the hell did you do here? If only we had a way to buff up their attack from their HP, that would be really funny. I don't think that's going to be enough to do enough damage there. Okay, so they have... Oh, that could be bad. Depending on what else is in their hand, that could be bad. Glad that can't hit base. I'm pretty sure it can't hit base. Please, 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 please don't have it. Okay, it is random enemies. I remember because I tried to make that card work originally. It just didn't. Got another bounce back. No, another ghostly strike. Alright, we're going to ghostly strike them next turn. Insult to injury there. And goodbye. Alright, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So overall, this deck shocked me at being able to win 50% of the games that I actually played. I really didn't expect Climatic Necrotic Explosion to do as well as it did, but it turns out if you can get additional copies of this through either Fizzle or Queen Ajara, you're actually in a pretty good position. This card buffs itself up while in the deck, which originally, when the set came out, I thought the opposite was true, which is why I didn't test it out more than 1 or 2 games. But because I did find out that it does buff up itself in the deck, it does serve as a really nice big heal if you need to survive an additional turn, while also putting enough board pressure on your board that most decks can't actually deal with. The only problem that historically this deck would have is the fact that you don't really have that many good corpse spenders, but both Corpse Bride and Malefic Horror are really good in this deck. Overall, if you want something to use this card in, this is probably the best deck that you're going to get, at least until we see a new set that could support this deck a little bit further. Now, like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.